From here on out, as we ascend, our reality is catching up to our attention faster as we spiral towards the point of instant manifestation. Of course, this could mean we create what we want or what we don't want, depending on where our focus lies. But to ascend, we would have to master our minds and choose to focus on what we love. Anyone can ascend in any which way, but once we wake up, it is our choice of how we want to ascend or believe we can ascend. And as every being has had or will have a chance to, they will create what they want. In saying that, some could choose via ignorance until the last moment to ascend, but at least their energy doesn't add anything to either side of their story, as their disbelief and ignorance or limbo mindset protects them. Although these same people are easily controlled and will hold on to their program of survival so tight that getting in the crossfire of their energy can compromise others who are starting to ascend, which is why many who have woken to self-reflection and ascension fail to move away from family and friends who aren't awake yet. People could also choose to stay in this lower vibration. They are wanting to keep control of what they feel they have, which will slip away as they descend under the control of those they have invested their energy into, or through not willing to look at self via guilt or being victimized, which falsely empowers them by pointing the finger outside themselves as they deny their true potential. But for those who are ready to look at themselves and be completely honest, then in this choice, they could have an adventure worth clearing for. This is where I come in, as I have focused my attention on waking up with excitement, fun, and adventure. So, now that we are past manifesting free car parks and knowing who's going to call, let's now get into our ascension. Number 1. The right people turn up to teach you outside the norm. Or people you know say something wise that gets your attention. The reason for this is because when we ask for help to see our potential, we are met with our potential. Number 2. Vivid dreams of meeting a guru or a master or God. This could also be an old wise person. The reasons for this is number 1, when we ask for help to see our potential, we are met with our potential. But in a dream, more information can be given as we are closer to the other vibrational realities. Number 3, helping others heal spiritually, emotionally, or physically. Reason for this is learning to trust ourselves and each other again. Number 4, taking control of one's body, miraculous healing, not getting sick when others do. The reason for this is stepping out of the victim mind control that we are weak beings who rely on outside help. Number 5, shifting others' vibrations to lift to your vibration. For example, if they are angry but your energy stays calm enough to show them their reflection and they stop. The reasons for this is as you awaken, you start to trust yourself and become stronger within, no longer rattled by others who aren't awake. Your strength, patience, and sheer calmness can alter their fight or flight reactions as they see in you what they could become. Number 6, seeing strange objects, shadow figures, flashes of light, but you can't quite make it out logically. The reasons for this, these are signs of seeing into and aligning with other dimensions other than our own. Watch Dr. Fred Alan Wolf's 2D Flatland for an example. Number 7, your world starts to reflect more abundance as you clear your self-doubt and guilt around allowing. But note well, abundance carries no weight. It isn't what you hoard or acquire in massive amounts. Abundance is knowing whatever you need and deserve will present itself in that moment. It's trust in the energy to supply on command. Number 8. Synchronicities leading you to realize you are the creator of your reality. The reasons for this is what you want, you get, and what you don't want, you get. Love and fear can be just as powerful. You have the map within you to direct you to your excitement or your fear. Synchronicities will show you that you are in the driver's seat. Number 9. Premonition dreams, whether exact or just knowing from a similar story in the dream. Reasons for this is when we realize we are the creators of our reality, we can see down the line of energy we are creating, and we can get a glimpse of what's to come in our dreams. Note well though, deja vu will decrease as you will now remember where the feeling is coming from, whether it's dreams or daydreams. Number 10. Signs of telepathy, communicating with our plants and animals, knowing what another was about to say. The reason for this is as we climb to higher vibrations, we come closer to Source, Self, or God. And as everything is Source, Self, or God, as there is no separation apart from the limiting program we set ourselves up to experience, we become closer to our environment, including our pets and plants, and each other, thus feeling a sense of what their needs are. Number 11. Knowing your mind enough to know if you're receiving telepathic communication with something not so good or benevolent, say extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings, or even elementals or Earth herself. This also includes any mind control programs. Note well though, to know oneself gives you freedom to explore more. Just like an ice skater who can't stop will never go faster. The more we know ourselves, the easier it is to know who is here for our good and who is not. Number 12. More cases of people doing the right thing by others will show up, and more inventions created to work with Earth and all living on Earth will be accepted. Note well, this goes back and forth like a wave of energy, as it looks like they have us by the ghoulies, and then it seems that the people are gaining understanding and power. But with the new energies pulsing through us, this wave will start to quicken, and we will see it shift more as we wake up. Number 13. I'm not bringing this up to bring fear into the world, but rather waken people up to their power, so please listen to the end. Our energy is in purification mode, shifting those who are not in line with Earth's natural program. Thus, certain outcomes may happen as our leaders struggle to keep control. So, in reflection of their controlling energy and our victimized state, several pandemics could show up in the form of a fake UFO attack, a meteor shower leaving us in blackness, a virus pandemic, the fall in the banking system, or an AI take over the world kind of thing. All of which are designed to send fear into humanity, to depopulate the world, as they wrote on the Georgia Guidestones, because they see too many of us waking up. But we need to remember this. This is their reality we are feeding, not humanity's. And like a teenager being backed into a corner by an overbearing parent that can't let go, humanity will stand up and say no more. Therefore, proof of their plan to control us will come forth. Or, at a higher vibration, we will simply notice the media accepting UFOs more, till life on another planet, probably Venus, as it's closest to home and covered all over with poisonous gases, which, in a story of self-reflection, a self-ascension, would dissipate, giving rise to an invitation for higher beings more in line with our ascended self to visit. as what we say no to opens new energies of invitations. Just to let you know though, in the third dimension, there aren't many lives on other planets due to our lower vibrations, so we don't have many neighbours that we know of, which is great for a school of evolving souls, but it's easily to get trapped into. So not so many souls venture this low, although this is a time on Earth to ascend, and so many are here at the moment on Earth to face this challenge and better themselves and this energetic opening to evolve. Plus, all of those trapped souls experiencing life after life in this victimized program, unable to get out, has now got the opportunity to evolve, hence the reason why there's so many people on Earth now. But there are way more beings in the fifth dimension, as most souls can handle the fifth dimension easier. Thus, there will be a lot more neighbours when we raise our vibration. As I've said before, there are many ways to ascend. This is the beginning of the path I have chosen once I realized that we have the capacity to create the life we want and how we want to evolve. I chose this path because I feel it's more exciting for me and I love a bit of adventure. But many others might see the world and their ascension and reflection totally different. There is no wrong and there is no right. There is no judgment. There's no need to choose how others ascend. But if this resonates with you, then it is probably meant for you. So I will keep sharing my messages from benevolent beings or my higher self, as my intention is to help as many as I can that want to get out of this matrix.